Hi, this is Carolyn from Holistic Campus, and today I am talking with Katie Speed, who is an intuitive guide and channel, and she channels Shimlaya. Good morning, Katie. How are you?
Good morning. I'm very well, thank you.
Good. So can you tell us what that means, actually, and who or what is Shimlaya?
Well, I met Shimlaya. I officially met her. She's been with me all my life, but I officially met her a couple of years ago, and it was after I'd already been in the intuitive arena for 10 years. So it was in 2011 when I started to explore, because during the courses and the workshops that I was running and teaching, I could feel like angels present speaking through me. So I went in to explore what that was, just, some more, just, curiosity, and also it felt so right. And then that's when I met Shimlaya. And the first meeting, the first time I had this, she was coming towards me. She gifted me with like a transference. And that's when my consciousness left my being and went into hers and hers into mine. And from that, because I still remember, it was magic because it allowed me to feel or to experience what angels experience when they see us.
Oh.
And it's for just devotion, purity, love, and they see our innocence. So they see our purity and innocence, and I've never seen it since, because we all have our judgments about ourselves and everything like that. They see all of us, and still, it doesn't matter. Every aspect is seen, every aspect is loved. So it was just, so from that, it made me go, okay, so energetically, completely trust her completely to open up, and then we began our channelings together.
What a gift. What a gift. That's amazing. So you two, if you've been together since then, and she channels through you, and so how does that work? Do you do that with other people, or is it could be whenever you want, I would think?
Yeah, I do chat with her all the time because she's my wisest teacher and best friend. So, I just love her. But we also speak to groups of people or individually. And so it's, usually like they can come round to my home and we like do sessions that way, or I hold evenings, or we do them over Skype, over online, where people just come and just bring their questions. As little or as many as they like, and it's just like a conversation with her. And she speaks very differently from me. She's more eloquent. So we've been doing that for a number of years, and then she took over as my teacher, and so she's taught me how to, because I was already energy aware, because I've been exploring it for 10 years. She taught me how to open up and look into people's chakras and auras and do readings from that way as well. So it was, that taught me that. So I'm very, very blessed.
Oh, that's amazing. And how did you get started on this journey?
Well, it was I was in my early 20s, and my life was not in a good place. I'd had a neurological disorder, which meant I couldn't pronounce words or walk across a room without falling over. Included fibromyalgia. It was quite, every system was affected. And then it was one night, I'd also not had a stable home for 3 years before that. So after I'd had a house and I was living there on my own, and then it was something like 2 o'clock in the morning, and I was making my way to bed, the hallway that I was in just lit up in this brilliance, and there was a tall figure stood there, and straight away my heart said angel. And it was a bit of a shock, but it was also very welcomed, because straight away I had a surge of reassurance. So I went back into bed, lay there, and I could feel that the room was full of beings that I couldn't see at that time, but I could feel their presence. And it reminded me of what I had as a little girl, but I was scared of it then because I used to hide under my covers because it could just fill my room full. But this time it was just so much reassurance. And then they started speaking to me and teaching me and guiding me. And it took years, but following their advice, it guided me back to health, because it was quite a journey and quite hard work, but it was like a treasure trove as well when you find out what we have internally, because I was just living looking outwards and not inwards at that time. And so that was incredible. So then she went on, or the angels at the time went on to teach me how to like see myself doing things over and over again. So then I could get up and do it, like see myself walking across the room, and I'd be practicing and practicing, then get up, and my walking across the room started to improve. They taught me how to feel the energy around me and open up to it, and how to feel my own chakras, and then they would bathe me in energy so I could sit up, because I had to, function in the world to some degree, get to a shop and back, which took all of my energy. So they used to just hold me and just allow me to do that until I became stronger and stronger and stronger, and now I don't need that amount of support. But yeah, it was during their teachings, and they also guided me to go to, so then I explored Reiki, and it's beautiful, but it's not my energy. I'd rather go for Reiki sessions and be bathed in it rather than be as a practitioner. So I went to explore angel courses. Excuse me. So I went to do to learn how to do angel card readings, and to do angel written channelings and readings, and what else? And the healings. So on the first time on the course, the angel said to me, "You'll be teaching this." And at that time, I thought maybe, in a decade or so. But because I was like, yeah, okay. I believe what they say, but I thought I was too far away. But the next year, I was teaching the courses. So people could come become certified practitioners and go out and do this as a profession, or just for their own inner connection. Because I do believe we all have it. It's just a case of being guided into it and discovering our own authentic, natural way to connect as well.
And letting it happen, and just letting it flow as well.
Exactly. It's absolutely there. It's just being more receptive to it, accepting and receptive. So yeah, and then it was after that, during the different workshops and courses that I used to hold, that my language started to change. I started to see people's past lives, and I was moving out of the criteria of what I was supposed to be doing. So I thought, okay, time to put that down and go and do something new. So then about a month later, I met Shemaya, and then everything started to change, and my teachings shifted to a next level. So it's been lovely, yeah.
Wow, what a story wow, you've been through a lot, and look at you now. God bless you. That's wonderful.
It just shows that, what we can overcome. Just what, the human body is amazing and can overcome so much. As, we have in our cells infused with energy. So and once we learn how to allow it to flow through us, it can really be really life-changing.
So when someone comes to you, Katie, do they come to you with questions, or how does that work, just so folks will understand?
I tend to get with or without questions. I prefer questions, but some people just want to come, and I'll link into their, see if their angels or their guides want to speak to them, or I'll read their energy. That's one of the things that Shemaya taught me. When you open up, energy speaks, and if we open up to each other and just stillness and presence and with the welcome, I believe that if we're in a good space or the right intentions, then energy will speak to us. And so, when I do healings, which is basically opening up to someone's energy system, and like channeling healing energy as I read the chakras and see what's going on within them. There's not a pattern or a sequence, because they all speak at different times, or this one, the upper chakra may flow more easily once the lower one is, and it's kind of like a dance.
Right. Beautiful. So I know you and I are going to do some work in a little bit. Is there anything else you wanted to share?
Well, not really. It's just that what I've learned from over the years, because it's been about 17 years so far, is just how close the angels are with us and their guides, but also the incredible power we have within our own being. And as like a race, I think we're amazing, and I think we're only just starting to explore and discover more and more of that, kind of like a bit at a time. Gently does it. That's how. We can't force flowers to open. We're supposed to just allow ourselves to blossom. So, I just love it.
That's my lesson. I need that one.
Will do.
Oh, beautiful. Well, okay. Thank you so much. And we'll talk in a minute.
Okay, thank you.